Hello guys and welcome. Today I want to talk about Chimera Land. Chimera Land is one of those MMORPG multiplayer games that you never heard of, but it's probably one of the most underrated games out there. And it really hurts me because Chimera Land is actually getting shut down, and it's probably one of the most innovative, most player interactive experience I ever experienced. I played Chimera Land only for like 2 months. I made so many good memories out of it. You know, the social system, taming monsters, and you could literally tame any monster you want. You could explore the world and get so many cool rewards, and oh man. And the player interaction in this game was so good. You could party up with random people. Even before this game almost died, it was still so popular. You could team up with any people. You had voice chat. You could tame any monster, and this game literally promote teaming up with other players. So you could tame all these monsters you see in the open world. You see, you could explore this area and discover all these cool monsters and small houses with cool rewards. And oh man, if they would only add like more, this game even had space. You could have space and planets. If they would add more monsters in the space, like space whales. Oh man, this game would be so cool. You had you had your own house, your own garden. I mean, this was really one of the most complete game I ever played. And it's really a shame that it's not getting supported anymore. And this is what hurts me, because now we are getting to the stage where capitalism is overpowering passion. And we have seen this everywhere. This is why sports and esports sucks. Nobody watches sports anymore because there is no real rankings or tournaments where people deserve their spots. They handpicked all their players because it's a huge business. That's also why social media is more than 50 to 70% bots like a promotional accounts. And anybody that doesn't have intentions of manipulating the algorithm and their viewers has literally no chance on this platform. And this is the problem when you turn everything into huge business, when you replace passion with capitalism. And in capitalism society, only top 10-15% of the guys can make anything out of it and have a good life. The rest, we get nothing. We are just wasting our energy. You know, that's the biggest problem with capitalism, that only guys who manipulate and only cheaters get rewarded, and passion and love doesn't mean anything. That's why they're replacing they're making games with AI, they're replacing art studios with AI. That's why social media is 50 to 70% AI. And games like Palworld, for example, Chimera Land was 2-3 times better game. But Palworld used AI to make those assets. Palworld used AI all over social media to manipulate countless of people and kids, just like YouTubers do. So they make the game seem more popular. You could literally go under any YouTube video about Palworld, and 50% of the comments there were literally bots and AI. People have no idea how easy it is to manipulate thousands upon thousands of people with AI and social media these days, right? That's why Facebook, Reddit, YouTube, all these platforms are more than 50% bots. And this is what happens when you replace content creation with capitalism. And look at this amazing game, man. You could build your house anywhere you wanted, even in space. You could tame any monster you want. You could team up with any people. This game has one of the best promise we ever had. It's probably one of the most underrated MMORPG MOBA multiplayer games out there. And I really wish one day the game would come back, because this is what I always dreamed of. A game like Chimera Land, a game like Monster Hunter, Final Fantasy. But all these studios, they know how to make good games, but they don't know how to make complete games. And Chimera Land really felt complete. You know, I always had this dream that, you could explore this untapped universe, and you could tame any monster you want, and the stronger you are, the stronger monster you can tame. And then when you come back to the city, you proudly show it to your friends and enemies. You know, that's such a good promise. Like, Monster Hunter could be that, if they actually had some multiplayer elements, voice chat, if they actually will be able to tame monsters. Final Fantasy could also be 3 times bigger game. such a good franchise, but they have no good social interaction, social features like chat bubbles or voice chat, even though they call it a social game. They have outdated action combat with like 2.5 second global cooldown timer between each ability, so the gameplay feels slow, you know. They focus too much on questing and animations, not on actual gameplay and social interaction, multiplayer and open world elements. Like, they could easily implement leaderboard and rewards, so guild would actually compete for, you know, world first boss clears, or every time a new boss, open world boss, will be cleared for the first time, or there will be a fastest record clear time set, there will be a huge announcer on the server for the guilds, and they could compete, have leaderboard for guilds. But there is nothing like that in new games, you know. It's a shame, really. Like, Chimera Land was such a good game. I only played it for a few months and I have such a fond memories of this game. Like, man. Man, I hope one day, and we have Chimera Land, we have Palworld, we have Ark Evolved, but all these games have so many problems. AI made content, bad gameplay and PvP balance, the lack of social interaction. Ark Evolved also has this crazy system requirements where you need like 500 gigabytes to even install the game, and how even with the best graphic card you cannot run it, so you're already losing 50% of your player base. The PvP is not fun, the solo experience is not fun. Bola is still overpowered in PvP, you know, problems like that that make it, you know. Chimera Land was different. Chimera Land was so good, so simple, but so good, so innovative in so many ways. Chimera Land, survival open world game, crafting. You could make your own house, you could team up. This game literally promoted teaming up with others. You could actually team up with anybody. You could just make a party and have open party function, so anybody could join your party from anywhere in the world, and then they could just teleport to you, right? And then you could literally explore this world, and every time you find something you wanna tame, you make a party. I even discovered sea creatures, and this game was amazing. This game really was amazing. It was made out of passion and innovation. This is what hurts me, because games like this, who don't use AI, who are made of passion, don't get enough money, you know? Maybe they didn't do good promotion, because I never really heard for this game until lately. This game had such insane potential. I know they had some problems with the assets, like not loading and stuff, but that's a minimal problem. This game was so good. Like, it's a shame. I really hope one day it comes back, or maybe something similar, because... And then games like Palworld, who use countless of AI to manipulate thousands of people on social media, those games getting popular, right? This is what happens when you replace passion with capitalism. Then all these games are just dying off, all the love is dying off, meanwhile the cheaters and AI and bot users getting rewarded. You know, this is what hurts. This is... I feel like capitalism is destroying everything we love. People say capitalism is one of the best forms of society, but they don't even realize it's destroying everything we love. Social media, content creation, sports, esports, gaming. All esports games are dying. League of Legends, Dota, CSGO, all these games are dying because they have no real tournaments. They handpick all their pros, and they even pay massive salaries, so they gatekeep everyone else. You know, there is no passion anymore, it's just a huge business. And those guys at the top who control and manipulate, they never talk about this. You know, or they don't even have enough experience because they got lucky, they got rewarded. This is the problem with capitalism, because only 10-20% players will get anything out of anything we do, and for 80% of others, it's no reason to invest, to do anything, to make YouTube videos, to do esports, and then the whole thing is going to die slowly. It's a good short term, but long term, your game will die eventually, you know. Maybe if you get enough money and you can keep supporting it, but it's a shame, really. Hope you guys, I see you in the next one. Peace. But really, this game was so amazing, man. Damn. And what really hurts me is that, especially YouTube, I invested so much into YouTube, and YouTube used to be about sharing your thoughts, who's more creative, You know, but now it's just about who can use more bots in their comments. That's what YouTube is now, it's all about. It's about who can manipulate more people. You don't even need to make good content. You just need to use bots like a promotional accounts. Every big YouTuber is doing this. Every big YouTuber has been doing this for years now. And this is actually only way how you can actually make it on such platforms, that you manipulate people with an algorithm with bots. Countless of bots. You know? And they even hide their own comments and, you know.
我要减肉肉，我要减肉肉，我要现在立刻马上乱到减肉肉，减掉肉肉才能开开心心痛快吃肉肉。我要减肉肉，我要减肉肉，胳膊肚子大腿小腿都要减肉肉，满住嘴巴迈开脚步下定决心减肉肉。突然眼前漆黑一片，突然血糖猛掉线，突然四肢很酸软，突然头晕又目眩，还得吃肉肉，还得吃肉肉，鸡肉牛肉羊肉鱼肉我都塞进去，不吃肉肉哪有力气坚持减肉肉？忽然胃口大了一点，忽然饱嗝挂在唇边，忽然嘴巴麻木不仁，忽然间又吃了半天，不能再去吃，不能再去吃，再吃肉肉不减体重反而增上去，吃过不只是个难题，让人很委屈。哎呀，吃太多了，我要减肉肉。